What if I told you that building a personal brand as a student could land you opportunities, scholarships, internships, and even an income all before you even graduate? Most students think that personal branding is just for influencers or entrepreneurs, but here's the thing. It's 2025 and your personal brand is technically your resume. It's how you're going to stand out in a sea of thousands and thousands of similar applications. I'm a student just like you guys. I did my A-levels last year and now I'm doing engineering in Canada, but the difference is creating content has opened doors for me that I never thought could have been opened. I've worked with countless brands, I've met new people in the industry, and I've built a reputation amongst other students as well. Now, none of this could have been possible without me creating content. And I'm not telling you this because I want to brag, oh, I earned this much or I do this. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to show you what's possible once you start creating your own personal brand as a student. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to build your own personal brand as a student, even if you're starting from scratch. We're going to cover 3 topics in this video. Why building a personal brand is so important, what makes a strong personal brand, and how to build your own personal brand. So let's start with part 1. Alright, let's start with the $1 million question. Why is building a personal brand so important for students? Look at it this way. Job centers get thousands of similar applications with the same qualification. Nothing to, really make a person stand out. Universities, same thing with universities. They receive similar applications with many people who got A stars. So your A star won't necessarily make you different from other people who got A stars. Once you start creating your own content or you start creating a personal brand, that establishes you as a person of authority in that similar space. So people or universities, jobs will more likely choose you over other people. Your personal brand is essentially your reputation. If someone hears your name, what do they think of you? It's basically what makes you memorable to them. And here's what most people don't realize, not even just students, even professionals don't realize this, is that you already have a personal brand. You're just not working on it. Anytime you interact with someone, whether that be on an Instagram story or like in real life, or even like you're texting them on WhatsApp or something, you are creating your own personal brand. The question isn't whether you have a brand, it's whether you're the one shaping it or is it shaping itself. Here are a couple of examples of what a strong personal brand can do for you as a student. Number 1, stand out in university applications and scholarship applications. 2, attract internship and job opportunities. Companies will end up coming to you. 3, build a network of like-minded people and mentors. 4, create income opportunities through content, consulting, or freelancing. 5, develop skills that will serve you for life. Communication, marketing, storytelling, all of these skills, they're not just important for content creation, but they will help you so much when you go down the line. Like, think of it when you're working a project and you have to, you're in a meeting or you have to give a presentation. If you have storytelling skills from creating content, that will become just so much more easier for you. And also, when you start talking to a camera, you grow in confidence because I don't know, it just happens naturally. You grow in confidence. So when you're standing in a room full of people, you're going to be much more authoritative and you're just going to have confidence, self-confidence to speak, and you're going to speak confidently. So these are all the hidden skills that you get from creating content. They will benefit you not just while creating content, but also way in the long term when you're meeting people or storytelling or whatever you're doing. It's going to help you a lot. As I said, for me personally, building my own personal brand has allowed me to connect with different brands, different people, other creators who create content as well. I've met so many different people, and none of that would have been possible. None of these opportunities would have been possible if I didn't start creating content from day one. A strong personal brand is built on 3 different pillars, and if you get these 3 pillars right, everything else will fall into its place. Number 1, clarity. I wrote a couple of things here that you always have to remember. Number 1, who you are. What are your values? What are your interests? What is your story? Why are you creating content? So for me, I got pretty bad results in my AS level, so I decided to create content. And I did my research on study techniques, and once I learned about scientifically good study techniques, I was a lot of students don't know this stuff, so let me go and help them as well. That's why I started creating content. Number 2, you should know who you serve. So basically your target audience. So for me, I decided I'm going to target A-level students from first, but then eventually I'm going to branch out into university students and all of that stuff. But for now, when I started out, I wanted my niche to be A-levels because I was doing A-levels at that time as well. And number 3, what value will you provide? So what problems do you solve? What do you exactly do that? Why should people watch you? So for me, again, as I said, I wanted to help people use better study techniques and get better grades. So my basically aim was to help students get better, become more productive, use better techniques, and overall just get better grades. Pillar number 2, consistency. Consistency is what builds trust and recognition. So this means posting consistently every single whatever you choose, whether that's every single day, every single week, it's up to you. don't just post and then disappear for months, come back, post again, disappear for months. Like, it doesn't work that way. Secondly, you always have to have a consistent message. Like, I can't be saying something on YouTube and then go on Instagram and say the complete opposite. Your messages should align on every single platform that you create on. So if I'm saying like, oh, active recall and spaced repetition are really good, I should stick to that. Like, I shouldn't go into Instagram or like TikTok and say like, oh, actually active recall is pretty shit. Like, I shouldn't go do that. I should keep my message consistent throughout every single platform. And number 3, consistent visual identity. So like, it should always be you who's on camera. Use the same like font and stuff, like use the same colors. Like, every time you see me, you always notice that I have this blue light in the background, and it's just because it's something that I've been doing since I've been creating content, like from day one. Like, you always notice this light over here, like stuff that just, you see the like thumbnail and you're like, oh, it's his video. Like, you have similar colors. Like, for example, I love using like dark blue and like light blue as a mix. So like, choose a color. Don't like one day you're creating content with dark blue and blue and then the next day you're creating content with beige and brown. Like, it just doesn't work that way. So always keep consistent visual identity. Also, this is something else to note, that once you start creating content, don't expect your videos to get like thousands of views immediately. Like, it's gonna take weeks or even months before your videos start like taking off. Like, for me, I posted twice a week for like 2 months and I barely got any views. Then one video started getting a lot of views because someone promoted it, and then, you know, it built on from there. But don't expect to earn money immediately. Don't expect to get views immediately, and definitely don't expect to get subscribers immediately. Like, it's all part of the process. It takes time, but once you start, if you keep going with if you're consistent with it, you're gonna see your audience do something like this. Like, you're gonna barely grow for the first, and then you're gonna go in an exponential curve, keep growing, infinite growth. So just keep uploading, keep showing up every single day, and you're gonna see growth. Pillar number 3, authenticity. Your personal brand doesn't need to be perfect. Like, if you go back and scroll to my first video, quality is horrible. The editing's horrible. Literally nothing good about it, right? But it doesn't matter, because I was being authentic in that video. Like, I was speaking from my heart, and I still am, by the way. And if you just stay authentic, you don't try to copy other people, you just be your individual self, you're gonna experience growth. So number 1 thing, always be authentic. Never try to copy someone else's style. The creators who do end up getting famous or like get becoming successful, they are authentic. It's because they're being themselves on camera. They're not trying to show off a personality that they are not. So like, once you're like creating content, always, no matter what you do, just be authentic. So those are the 3 pillars that you need to keep in mind when creating your personal brand: clarity, consistency, and authenticity. Now let's actually move on to how you can create your own personal brand as a student. Okay, so here's the practical part. 5 steps that you can take from today to create your own personal brand. Step number 1, define your niche. Your niche is an intersection of 3 things. Now, if you've done A-level statistics, you would know that there's something called like sets, right? 3 circles, the common part in the middle, intersection. So the intersection of 3 things is like what you're knowledgeable about or what are you learning. 2, what are you passionate about? And 3, what people actually need help with. So if I were to do it, I would say like, what I'm knowledgeable about is efficient story techniques. Second, what am I passionate about? I'm passionate about helping others. And what people actually need help with is like becoming more productive, getting off their asses, and actually getting good grades. So I put these in a circle. What is my common intersection? It's that productivity and study techniques for students, especially around A levels and engineering. So that is exactly what I create my content on. So do the same, create 3 diagrams and see which one suits you, and then pick your niche. Number 2, choose your platforms. The number 1 mistake I see a lot of people make is that they try to do too much too fast. Like, they try to upload videos like twice a week. Then they also do like TikTok and Instagram. Then they also try to do LinkedIn. They also do Snapchat. They do Twitter. They do every single thing at once. Now, once you start doing every single thing at once, it becomes impossible to continue, right? So you're going to pick 2 platforms only, whether that be TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn. I highly recommend LinkedIn, by the way, especially if you're a student. Like, you'll meet some of the best people over there who are always willing to help you. And then YouTube. For me, if you're a student trying to create your personal brand, I would highly recommend you go for YouTube and LinkedIn. And once you build an audience on those 2 platforms, then you can move on to Instagram and TikTok as well. Also, I now have an Instagram and a TikTok account, so make sure to go ahead and check that out in the description below. Also, check out my LinkedIn. Number 3, create valuable content. Your content should be able to do one of three things. It could either educate someone, inspire someone, or entertain someone. Now, if you're a student, I would highly recommend you go for education, because once you're in the education niche, it's much better for you, because then you're doing something productive, and once you start applying to universities or jobs, when they realize you're an educational content creator, it'll have much more values than like if you're, let's say, an entertainer, or like you create pranks on YouTube or something. Educational content will just have a much higher value compared to other niches. For students in particular, I would probably say like create content on like productivity, on like something that would help other students, something educational that would, like, let's say, how to use AI as a student. Like you could, that could be one of your niches, or how to go to gym as a student, or like, you could think of any niche that you're good at, or like you have a bit of knowledge about, and stick to that. But make sure it is educational, because then only you're gonna see the maximum benefits to it. And remember, again, I'm gonna say this again, like consistency beats perfection. Like you don't have to perfect your content from day one. Like you can just like record a video with your phone right now and upload it. You don't need to be consistent with it. You don't need to be perfect with it. As long as you show up every single week or twice a week, whatever your uploading schedule is, you're gonna improve. And the way you're gonna improve is you're gonna try to make your video just 1% better every single time you upload it. So that if you've been uploading for like a month or two, you can go back and look at your first video and your latest video, and you're gonna see the biggest difference in the world. So all you need to do is just stay consistent and try to be 1% better every single time. Step number 4, engage with your audience. Another misconception is like, oh, personal branding is just uploading content. It's really not. It's also engaging with your own community. If people comment something on your video or your LinkedIn post, or like someone reaches out to you on Instagram DMs, reply to them. Or even if they email you, reply to them. If you have time and you are able to, always reply to them, because that how do you say this? That interaction could mean a lot to them, because think of it like you're like watching someone on YouTube that's providing value to you, and you email them for help, and they actually end up replying to you. Like that would mean so much to them that they would become a frequent viewer or frequent like visitor of the channel. So I would always recommend that you engage with your community, because then you're going to build relationships with your own audience, and it's just going to benefit you so much more in the future. The people who engage with your content are not just random viewers. They're actually your community. Treat them like they're your own friends rather than they're just random follower. Like they should be your close friend or whatever, because they're taking the time out of their day to watch your content, to take your advice, and to actually like give you views. So like always treat them with the utmost respect. And finally, step number 5, leverage your brand. Okay, once you start gaining momentum, you've gained an audience, now it's the perfect time to leverage your brand. And I'm going to tell you a couple of ways in which you could do that. Okay, number 1, mention your content in your university application, scholarship application, or even your CV. Or like even when you're talking to someone high level, or like someone like a very professional, you can mention your content to them and then say like, oh, I hope students do this. That will just change your perception to them like in a much better way. Number 2, you can reach out to brand for collaborations or sponsorships. So for example, like if you want to work with a brand, you can email them and say, I create content for students, I have this much of an audience, and I'd like to work with you. And then you could even get paid for that. That's how sponsorships work. Number 3, you can network with other creators and professionals in your niche. So for example, like you build relationships while you're working. So an example for that would be, I'm a very close friend of this guy. You would probably know him because I've done a podcast with him, and we keep in touch, and we did not know each other. The only reason we found out about each other is because we both create content for A-level students. So that's one of the relationships that I've built, and there's tons of others. So once you start building a network, you can always ask them for advice. They would ask you for advice. And then, if something goes wrong, you can always ask for help from them. It is really beneficial to you. Fourth, you can create digital products. Once you build up an audience, you can like find many ways to monetize it, leverage it, like use it to your benefit. And you're going to see so much like good things come from it. Like think of it like this. Your personal brand is a proof of your skills, communication, marketing, consistency. Like if someone looks at your channel, if like an employer looks at your channel and they see like you've been uploading consistently for like a year or like 2 years, they will think that, oh, this guy like, he's consistent with it. Like he's not someone who's going to bail out. He's always going to be consistent with his work. Or like once it comes to marketing, they're going to be like, oh, this guy has sold this many things. Like he's probably good at marketing. So you're going to gain a lot of skills that you can then leverage in other scenarios as well. Coming towards the end of the video, I just want to say one thing. You do not need to be an expert if you want to create content. Just pick up your phone, open your camera, record, and upload. Simple as that. Then eventually, like once you start gaining an audience, you can make your content better. You can perhaps get a camera, you can get like a mic like this, like, but to start initially, you don't need anything. Like, this is literally all you need is a phone. Like, it's that simple. And creating content is very easy. In like, especially in 2025, now almost 2026, like content creation is going to take you way further than anything else. Like, once you build your own personal brand, it's going to help you in a ton of ways. So if you're a student, I would highly recommend you start creating content, you start making your own personal brand as soon as you can. Anyways, if this video helped you, please go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, because I'm really trying to get to 2,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I'll see you with another video very, very soon. And check out 2 of these videos. I think let me think of what videos I'm gonna put here. Let's put the AI video over here on how to use AI to your advantage, and let's put like the best A-level websites over here. So check these two of these videos out, and I'll see you with another video very soon. Take care and goodbye.